welcome back to Bear's Reading Nook. I'm Kara, and today we're going to be talking about some books that I want to get to soon. So I'm phrasing it that way because hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this video, I will have put the update about me moving out. And because I'm moving, and also because I've been stressed, but also kind of still mood reading. I'm kind of letting myself read whatever the heck I want. And these are just some of the books that I'm interested in reading at some point soon. Just because I feel like it. Some of these books will be ones that you will have seen in the birthday haul video. Others are just other ones that I'm interested in because I feel like it. So first off, let's talk about some, like, not mandatory reads, but like reads that I am planning on reading anyway because of like book clubs, book club with my friends, or other books that I know I'm reading or may read at some point soon, because of buddy reads with my mom and or my sister. So the first book that I'm gonna mention is, I don't remember what it's called, I'll put it up here, but it is the Disney Twisted Tales book that is about Frozen. My sister has already finished it. I have not started it. Next would be, I believe the next book in book club, if it changes, I will, like, again, editing Kara will fix that. But I believe the next pick was decided as Redwall, or whatever the first book in the Redwall series is. And I am intrigued to read it. I have not really read it. I feel like I tried to read it at one point and then I just didn't. So I'm excited to try that one out as well. Next is the book that I don't know if my mom started, but I sure haven't, which would be one that I'm super excited to get to, and that would be the Dream Defenders. Yeah, it's the first book in the Dream Defenders series, which is called The Dream Defenders. I think those are the 4 books that I know about as far as what we will, like, what I know I'll be reading. Otherwise, it's gonna be fun book time. Not saying that those books aren't fun, but I got some books for my birthday and just in general that I really want to read. Okay, so these books are not going to be in any particular order because since I've been mood reading, there are books that may be more appealing at any given point than another one, so I'm just gonna go through the books that I have. Let's start with comics. Okay, so first off, the 3rd volume of Skyward. I have enjoyed both the first and the second book. Comic, whatever, and I want to read the 3rd one. I want to know what it's about. I think this is the end. I could be wrong, but I'm excited to read this, and I want to read it, like, soon. Next is Homesick Pilot. This is a really interesting sounding comic. Basically, all I needed to know was that in the summer of 1994, a haunted house walked across California. Hooked right there. Love the art style. Love the color palette of, like, blues, purples, and pinks. Really pretty. Really well done. So the next one is Black Harvest. So basically every year in a town in Texas, there is some sort of lights that appear in the sky and basically stay for 6 days. But this year is different because something returns to the town, and that unearths a sinister secret over 150 years in the making. which sounds fantastic. Okay, so this one is not mine. I'm borrowing it from a friend. But oh my gosh, have I wanted to read this for so long, and that is Isola. This is the first volume, and it sounds fantastic. The art style is just, oh, it's so gorgeous. Like, look at this gorgeousness. It's so gorgeous. So this is one of my friends, and they let me borrow it, and they loved it, and I want to read it. So, next, I want to read the first 2 volumes of Love is War. The story just sounds like an interesting concept, and, I like me some manga. I also have the 2nd and 3rd volume of Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. Body Swap by Kissing. Want to read more. Sounds fantastic. We also have... why do I keep saying we? I also have... is this the 4th? Yeah, the 4th volume of A Sign of Affection, which is a very gorgeous, cute series, focusing on a main character who is deaf, and her friendship with that guy, which is Itsuomi? I think that's how I'm saying it. But yeah, it's adorable. I love it. It's really cute. Okay, so another series that I want to continue working through, and is also super adorable, is Waiting for Spring. So I have 6, 7, and 8 here, and I have really enjoyed the series so far. Basically, it follows the main character as she is trying to make friends, and the safe haven that is the coffee shop, cafe, whatever that she works at, ends up being a place that the popular basketball boys visit, and she is not happy about that, but then they kind of become friends, and it's so cute seeing, like, their friendship, take off, and, like, seeing the interactions with them, and it's fantastic. I love this series so far. It's fantastic. Like I've already said, I want to read it. It's cute. Cute things are kind of my vibe right now. There is also Perfect World. This one is... it's very good so far. It follows the 2 main characters who knew each other growing up at one point, and they kind of reconnect due to work, and kind of like their friendship / potential relationship, and how that works when one of them is in a wheelchair. The last manga series, I just want to make more of a dent in this because it's super cute, is Spy Family. I know they're not in the correct order, but Spy Family is adorable, and it's basically in a way like a spy creating a family to appear normal, so he can complete his mission, but the members that he chooses as his family have their own secrets. So I'm excited to read more of this. It's adorable, and I want more of the story. Okay, so on to more actual books. The next 2 books are part of a series, and that would be the Obsidian Tower and the Quicksilver Court. So I want to read this one But in order to read that one, I need to read this one. Because I remember some of this, but I don't remember all of the things, and I want it to be more fresh in my brain before I read this one to make sure that I potentially pick up more things than potentially if I were to read this. Excuse me. Now versus after having reread this. Also, there's a good chance that this one may end up being a future book club pick on my part, so, yeah. I may be making my friends read this because we all enjoyed reading this one, I believe. So, I'm excited for these two. Okay, so next is The Valiant, and this basically follows Fallon, who is the daughter of a Celtic king whose homeland is destroyed by Caesar, and on the eve of her 17th birthday is captured and sold to an elite training school for female gladiators run by none other than, owned by none other than Julius Caesar. There's more to it, but that sounds fantastic, and I want to read it. Next is Mulan and the Jade Emperor. So, I enjoy a good retelling, and I am excited to see what this one's about. Also, the cover is very beautiful. So yeah, also it's really short. So, yeah, honestly, this one sounds really good. All of these sound really good, and I want to get to them all soon. Not Even Bones is darker than I normally go for, but it sounds good, and I'm intrigued to see where it goes because the synopsis sounds fantastic. Also, this is apparently the first in a series, so. Promised in Fire is the next one. And basically all I needed to know was uncontrollable magic, dragon, potentially romance of some kind. Sounds good. Love the cover. It's really pretty. And this is, I believe, Self-Pub that came out. Is it Self-Pub? I feel like it's Self-Pub. Yeah, it's Self-Pub. Or at least, like, Indie Pub. Basically, this sounds fantastic, and I'm excited. Also, it's new because it came out sometime this year. Okay, next is the Terror because, like, legit, it sounds fantastic. I'm just gonna read the back because it sounds so good. The men on board the HMS Terror, part of the 1845 Franklin expedition, the first ever to use steam-powered vessels to search for the legendary Northwest Passage, are entering a second summer in the Arctic Circle, without a thaw. Stranded in a nightmarish landscape of encroaching ice and darkness, endlessly cold, they struggle to survive with poisonous rations, a dwindling coal supply, and ships buckling in the grip of crushing ice. But the real enemy is even more terrifying. There is something out there in the frigid darkness, an unseen predator stalking their ship, a monstrous terror clawing to get in. And it sounds all good! Like, this sounds so good, and, yeah. I want to get to it soon. And of course, it had to be on here, The Infinity Court, because it sounds fantastic, it looks fantastic, and I want to read it. So, that is my TBR for the next 3-ish months, give or take, while I am packing and moving and focusing on that rather than videos. So, I will see you guys next time in the Bear's Nook. Bye!